On this episode of the Carolina Sports Guy, I'm going to talk about their first ever win, folks, briefly, in Charlotte FC history. A 3-1 decision over the New England Revolution. Before we get into today's video, make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Pound that like button, hit that bell notification, and hey, folks, leave me some comments. I love the dialogue. All right, folks, it's in the books. This past weekend, Charlotte FC got a 3-1 home victory, just a shade under 30,000, which I wouldn't say is disappointing. I think it's very good. I knew the upper bowl was going to be closed off. I was kind of looking at the MLS attendance, and with that 74, almost 75,000 people in attendance, and then you're looking at right at 30,000 for this game, it puts us on par at around 100,000 for two games, so just over 50,000. Well, Atlanta's had two home games, and they've averaged like 55,000 both games. So they're kind of leading the league in overall average attendance. And that's not to say that as this team progresses, Charlotte FC gets more exciting, we start winning some games. Hey, the bug's bit me, folks. I've watched these games, have been mildly interested, somewhat interested, to where I'm really following these games, getting into them, and just thinking to myself, wow, you know, your heart's racing. It's kind of like when I watch the Hurricanes in hockey. You're just following it. You're getting into the game, and we really have some future stars, some really good players. Kahlina, the goalie, you got to really love his game here. He played awesome, has some great saves. He did give up the one penalty kick, which I thought was kind of a bad call. He went out to save the ball, and they say he more or less ran into the guy, caused a penalty, and they get a penalty kick, and it tied the game at 1-1. But Karol Swiderski, folks, the Polish player that we received, on the serious money we paid, 2 goals in this game. He missed the first game. And then when you look at the LA Galaxy game, he's just kind of getting into the country. His feet weren't wet. And I think the Atlanta games were really where he first started getting the notion. He's still playing with these guys. But really, he looks so good. Such a goal scorer, such a quick shot. Whoever's really becoming a fan favorite was our first-round pick from the University of Maryland, Ben Bender. The young man looks the part. Exciting. In fact, he's becoming one of my favorite players. Swiderski's the one who's got the multi-talent, the deal. He's the scorer. But Ben Bender has just got excitement written all over him. He's an upcoming young star. And this team's exciting. Fuchs, it looks a little slow at the defensive end to a point, but he's got the energy. There's a couple other positions, I think, where guys are a little weaker than we need. But I just see a lot of excitement. And we got FC Cincinnati coming to Charlotte this coming weekend. If they could get another win and go 2-3, remember how close the Atlanta game was, folks. We were so close to having a 1-1 draw, and that's a point. And that would have been big in that rivalry. And I'm not even upset with a 1-0 game because the Galaxy kind of dominated our first home game. A lot of excitement, and that was a 1-0 game. And it was, the first game 3-1, like Willie had talked about, the DC United was closer than the score, the 3-0 game. But we're getting better and improving every week. And I really love Ramirez, the head coach. Miguel Angel Ramirez is outstanding. He's doing a good job. I love his energy. I love what he brings to the team. And it's just a huge shout out. I think Charlotte FC is really going to get a very strong following in the Carolinas. And so far, I'm really just excited for having an MLS team in the state, really for the Carolinas, period. So what do you think of today's video, folks? What did you think was the most exciting? Swiderski getting 2 goals in this game? Ben Bender's goal, the last goal, or Kahlina really almost having a shutout and looking pretty good? Leave me some comments. I love the dialogue. Pound that like button. Hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos like these. And by all means, folks, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I will see you next time on another episode of Carolina Sports Guy.